Hello and welcome to Access UTV. My name's Michelle Edhouse, and today I'd like to ask you, what are you unwilling to look at? That if you were willing to look at it, you could actually start to change it. Now, what I've noticed for me is I quite often find somebody that's got going on what I would like to change and try and convince them that I need to facilitate them to change it. Whether it is to do with money, whether it's to do with my body, whether it's to do with any part of my life that is not working for me in that 10 seconds, I don't actually choose to look at it for me. Now, I know that Gary Douglas has said in facilitator training classes that if there's something that you want to change, teach a class on it, facilitate others. And what shows up and the clearings that show up and the questions that the people that come to your class will ask will contribute to changing it for you. Now, that's a fantastic idea and it works really, really well. And you've got to be able to willing to look at what is actually going on for you to be able to change it. Now, during a class, you get to see the things that match the energy of what's going on for you. And you may not go to all the places that you yourself require to go to in that moment. So being willing to actually look at it and go, yeah, that's relevant for me. Okay, cool, I'm changing it. That's a great start. And what else is there? What have you been unwilling to look at, that if you were willing to look at it would allow it to change? So the other day I was like, right, blah 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 blah, I'm going to talk to so and so because they need to change this. And I was like, what is it I'm looking to get out of facilitating them to change it? And what am I not willing to look at around this area that I think I'll get clear on or change in proxy by facilitating them? And so I was like, okay, cool, let me look at this for me. And I actually got my husband and I said to him, can we have a coffee? Will you be my facilitator? Will you ask me some questions? Will you help me look at this, please? Because you know what? Sometimes when you're looking to facilitate yourself, what I've found is that you let yourself off the hook. Or you're looking at it from this direction, you've been looking at it from this direction for so long, and they go, what about this over here? And you go, I forgot about that side. I was going left. They go, yeah, there's a right side to it too. Left, right, up, down, wherever. You're not willing to look. So what are you unwilling to look at, that if you're willing to look at it would allow it to change? And everything that is times a godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, boys, shorts and beyonds. If you're new to my channel, that is the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And the other side of it is, what would happen if you actually looked at it? What have you decided you'd have to admit about yourself, or that you don't want to know about yourself, or that you don't want to change? That you say you want to change but you don't actually want to change it. Wow, lots of questions in there. Okay. So have you got something, an area in your life that you've been unwilling to look at and unwilling to change? And what if there was another place, space, point of view that you could look at it from? Are you willing to? Are you willing to start going, okay, cool, this has got to change. I'm choosing to change this. And what do I need to look at? What question can I ask? Who can I talk to? Like, there's been a number of times when I've gone, okay, this is changing. And I get into the car, turn the radio on, and there's somebody talking about something that I go, that's the piece of information I required. It happened yesterday. I was looking at changing my body and I was, okay, cool, what's required here? What's next? What else do I need to know? What am I not willing to be aware of? What else is available that could contribute to this? And I got in the car, and as I say, the radio, there was an article going on the radio, and I got something out of that. And then I went inside and opened up Facebook, and there was this, you know how they have the bits, that sponsored bits, and something in there went, there's something in this for you. And I got into about 15 minutes into watching this video. It was an hour-long video, and this bit went, that, and I went, oh cool, do I need to watch the rest of it? No. Okay, keep going. What else is required? What else does my body desire? What other questions can I ask that can change what's going on? So in navigation of anything, now you're navigating your life, you're looking to create whatever you're looking to create, but you need to know where you're starting. When you are sitting in Africa saying I want to go to the UK, but you put in the coordinates into the ship or the plane or the rocket or whatever it is you're taking as your mode of transport, as if you're in New Zealand heading to Australia, there's gonna be a slight difference in the distance, in the angles, in the airstreams, anything else. There's gonna be something variable. So you need to actually admit where you're at. With regards to your money, do you actually know how much money do you have? Do you actually know how much it costs you to live your life? Do you actually know how much money you have coming in each month? If not, I highly recommend that you get that information. You know, if you've got something going on in your body, say my son, he's had some itching going on. He's had an ongoing thing with a bit of eczema-y, psoriasis-y type thing, and it flares up every now and again. Now we've noticed that there's several different things that cause it to flare up. One of them, when he was younger, it used to be that when he had worms and there was a high build-up of toxins in his body, he would start to scratch, and you know, his arms would be like, "Aah!" Now, if we concluded that it was just the worms and we gave him a worm tablet and went, that'll fix it, and it wasn't the worms. High intakes of white sugar causes it too, and several other things as well. But if we just conclude that it's the worms that's the problem, we'd give him a worming tablet and go, oh, that wasn't enough, give him another worming tablet. Instead of going, okay, so what actually is this? What's creating this right now, and what is required to change it? Now, I have a PDF downloadable available on my website, and it's called The 5 Questions That Will Change Anything in Your Life. And these are 5 access consciousness questions which really, they will change absolutely anything if you use them. And they will put you in a space where you can start to receive the information that you require to create whatever it is that you are desiring to create in your life. So I will put a link in the description below, and one of those first questions is, who does it belong to? If it's yours, cool, okay, then you can actually change it. If it's not yours, you can't change it. Return it to sender. Question number 2, if it is yours, what is this? What? Like, is it actually eczema? Is it a allergic reaction to something else? Is it a stress reaction? Is it, you know, like you start to ask lots more questions about what actually is this. And then, so what is this? What do I do with it? What does having this, you know, I'm going to use this itching as an example. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? Oh, okay, cool. I'm getting awareness that something's not right. Something's not working for my body. Something needs to change. Okay, cool. Alright, I've got the awareness that something needs to change. Cool, awesome. Can I change it? Now, some situations you can't actually change it right then, right there. And if you keep asking that question, can I change this? Can I change this? Can I change this? Can I change this? Until you get a yes. Gary Douglas asked that question for 2 months solid every day. Can we change this now? No. 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 Till he finally got a yes. And then he asked for the contribution of all those that were on the Access Consciousness newsletter to contribute to changing it. And then when you do get a yes, how do I change it? You notice how the how isn't until you've got all that other information. You've got the where am I currently located? What is the purpose of what is this? What do I do with it? Can I change it? Yes, how do I change it? So those 5 questions are all in that PDF. Check the link in the description below for more information. And if you were being you, what would you choose? And what are you unwilling to look at? If you're willing to look at it, would allow that to show up with total ease. How does it get any better than that? Have fun, guys. I look forward to sharing more tips and tools in another video. And hey, you know what? If you desire some one-on-one facilitation on changing something for you, or getting some more questions that can allow you to actually look at what it is that you are desiring to change and what's keeping you from changing it, I'd love to assist you with that. Check out my book with Michelle, links in the description. Book a session, let's have a chat wherever you are in the world. I'm available via internet, via phone, and we can see what we can change. Have fun, and what else is possible if you're willing to know what it is you desire to change and actually look at it. Cheers.